Hello, hello, and welcome back to the channel. As most of you know, I'm Topher. And for those of you who don't know and just randomly decided to click on my video, welcome to the channel. I'm Topher. Thank you for stopping by. So we're here to do a reaction, and we're diving back into Sasaki to Miyano. We're diving into episode 8. And yeah, like I keep saying, this show is super duper adorable, super duper cute, and I'm excited to see the progress that's been made so far, and I'm excited to see where this story is going to go. So we're just going to dive in and find out. Okay, I don't quite fully know everything that was going on there at the end there with Sasaki. My brain was splitting off into like so many different directions, like Sasaki, calm. But I feel like I've had this conversation with Sasaki before. Like, baby, calm down, calm down. What's going on? And like, the further we've gotten into the series, the more times he's gotten a little. Like at first, it was like, okay, you're cute, you can't really control yourself. But then there's the more it's coming up, I'm like, Sasaki, I need you to calm down because y'all are not an item yet. Yes, you like him, and we're all on the same page, and he potentially likes you. Yes, we can see that he does, but you know, he's not confirmed that to you yet. And you keep getting a little handsy, a little it feels controlling to me, and like, I'm sure your request, or your hypothetical request of, if I asked you to drop out of this competition, would you do it? I'm sure that's coming from a place of concern or something, but who are you to, I guess he didn't tell him, but who are you to ask this of me? It's where my headcanon for me, like if I were Miyano, if I were in that state, I'm like, someone asked me that, I'm like, bitch, who are you? Who are you? Who are you to ask me to drop out of this competition? I already agreed to this competition. And like Miyano was sitting there saying in his head, like, the chairman and all my friends have already, you know, we've discussed it in class. They've been helping me so much. I haven't had a problem with it. Like literally, I've not had any. And we've seen him like have conversations with himself. Like, hey, normally I would have some sort of issue with this or this, that, and the other. But like recently, I don't have that problem, and I don't know what's going on. Like he's gone through this entire process and not had any issue until Sasaki saw him in the costume, and all of a sudden he started feeling embarrassed and didn't want Sasaki to see it. And it's like, he didn't quite know why, and I'm like, I don't know. And I know that this series is supposed to be cute and fluffy and light, so they're not intentionally trying to take us down some route where it's like, okay, Sasaki's got this big dark demon that he has to overcome, and he's just super controlling this. Like, we're not going down that route. If this were a different series, or if they started off with a different tone, or if this were a longer series, maybe. But like, just the nature of this general series, I don't feel like that's the route that we would be going, not this late in the game anyway. So I'm seeing it more as they're writing it as a coming from some place of genuine concern, because again, Miyano has expressed these concerns and these insecurities many times throughout this series about how he was always insecure about his face and his features and coming off too feminine, this, that, the other, and being, you know, teased and all this kind of stuff. So maybe that's just something Sasaki has held in, you know, kept in the back of his mind, and it's like now he's seeing Miyano in this outfit, knowing that Miyano is going to take part in that competition, and maybe it's triggering something in him, like a protective, like, okay, I don't want you to get hurt or get made fun of or this, that, the other. I don't want, Sasaki's not wanting Miyano to get triggered, so he's like springing into action, like, hey, no, we can't have this. But at the same time, I'm over here like, baby, he agreed to the thing. Not just because he agreed doesn't mean that he automatically has to, but like, you know, he agreed to the thing, and he's not had a problem with any of the process of the thing thus far. And you kind of have to let people make their own decisions sometimes. Like, yes, you can have conversations, you can try to persuade them, this, that, the other, but sometimes you gotta let people live their life and, you know, make their own decisions. And I think this is one of those situations where I'm like, you know, I feel like this is Miyano's decision and Miyano should decide. And I don't know, I don't think it's fair for Sasaki to try and persuade him out of this. But okay, what I'm maybe reading too deeply into this, and I don't think this series is trying to go that deeply into this situation or these characters. That's just my initial knee jerk reaction, like, whoa, Sasaki, calm down, girl. Calm down. It's just drag. It's just drag. It ain't all that, baby. But, so again, I think it might be coming from a place of concern for Miyano's well-being, in which case, that's nice. But we gotta find ways of coping with Miyano, or situations where you're uncomfortable involving him, then forcefully grabbing him and taking him off to a side somewhere. Like, you gotta find other ways. Use your words, not your hands. Like, we gotta figure that out, Sasuke. Please and thank you, sincerely, Topher. Let's see what else happened. I like the beginning of the episode. We were having the one friend who was having the argument with his girlfriend over the phone, and he saw Miyano. He's like, "Hey, you, Fujoshi, come translate what the hell my girlfriend's saying to me." It's like, baby, I got a name, but okay, I get what you're saying. And then she's just like going in. She's going deep. She's like, "Do you like this, that, and the other, with all the deep, passionate this, and there's the delinquents and this, that, and the other," and like she's just spewing off of the mouth, and I'm like, "Baby girl, you haven't even met this boy. You this is your first time speaking to him, and you were just going in. Like, girl, calm down, breathe." But it was a fun little circumstance there. And again, when she came to the school to talk to him, she got a little handsy, a little aggressive. I'm like, y'all need to calm down. Can't be diving into these emotionally or physically abusive relationships like this. Y'all need to calm down. And yeah, most of the episode was spent prepping for the cross-dressing contest, and Miyano thinking of Sasaki multiple times, and other people saying things, and just Miyano sorting through his feelings, trying to figure out, does he actually like Sasaki? What's going on in his head? Boy, he's never had these feelings before. What does it mean to like somebody? And getting all this advice from other people, all these outside sources, trying to just process, like, what is it that I'm feeling? What is this? And how do I deal with this? Do I like him, or am I, So again, I like that. I like how much time we've spent exploring those emotions, because they are really complex emotions, especially at that age. I'm a man of a certain age at this point in time, so I can clearly say, yes, I like guys. I'm a very homosexual man, and I'm attracted to men. Very easy. And if I see someone and I happen to catch feelings for them, yes, I like this person. It's very easy for me to self-identify that. But back then in high school, not knowing what's what, not having had any sort of romantic experience, I still kind of knew I was into guys at that point. I kind of always knew, but there are some people who may be like him, just living aloofly and just not really certain. Never, the thought never crossed his mind. It's not that he's against the idea of being with guys or anything. It's just the thought never crossed his mind. He's never had that attraction develop, and he had dated girls in the past, but it's just not something that ever crossed his mind until this one person came along and turned his head, and it's like, oh, huh, interesting. So it's like, I like that they're taking their time exploring with Miyano. Then we had the last little scene there with Sasaki, which I already touched on there quite a bit, so I won't dive into that too much. But yeah, all in all, it's a very well done series. The animation is absolutely gorgeous. Some of the how they framed some of these shots, some of the panning around, and there was even a lot of times in that last scene where like the camera, like, it would come in and out of focus, and like you'd get this super exposed lighting, and you like, there's just so much artistic quality to this animation that is just so beautiful to look at. There's so much to just visually take in, and it's gorgeous. And then you have the soundtrack in the background. They have some of the, I keep saying it, some of the best just instrumental soundtracks, and it's just absolutely stunning. They know how to create a really, really well done, effective scene. Even if I don't care for what some of the characters are doing in the scene, the composition and the scene itself is very, very well done. Absolutely stunning. So yeah, I thoroughly enjoyed the majority of the things in this episode, and yeah, you guys can look forward to the next episode on Friday. So hope you guys enjoyed this reaction. If you did, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, share, turn on notifications to be notified when all of my shenanigans get posted. If there's anything else you'd like me to react to, be sure to leave it down in the comments. I'll get to it as soon as I possibly can. If you'd like to support the channel in other ways, you're more than welcome to join us over on Patreon. Don't have to, but you're more than welcome to if you want to. And I'll see you guys in my next video. Love ya. Mwah.